Hello, I am OP Silver, and I'm going to talk about the RWBY x Justice League crossover movie. Yes, not only am I using a different background for this, but I'm also using my RWBY OC for this because, well, why not? And no, I won't be using his voice because my vocal cords will be messed up by the end of this video. However, that's not the only thing special about this video though. The goal of this video is to try and aim for two types of perspectives, that way it's for RWBY fans and Justice League fans alike. I will be on the RWBY perspective, and the Justice League perspective will be my friend Silent, who will come later this video. Okay, without further ado, let's start this video now. So we have Clark waking up in Remnant. It also turns out that Grimm can shoot lasers, and it's also mentioned later on that they can absorb dust. There's some pretty weird lines in the movie when they start describing how young they are, specifically the Justice League.
Flashes. In them, I'm an adult. But I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm 16.
Like, I know they're younger, but looking at this scene here, why was Wonder Woman so specific about this? John, Ren and Nora, and some of the other Justice League members that are also in this scene too, don't even get a proper introduction. They're just shown. It's like blah blah blah, a few lines, and then a fight scene starting. Okay, so this scene really confuses me. So we have Bruce in this cell, and it turns out that he knows what's going on. How does he know? Well...
About your memories, Frank?
How do you know that?
A hunch.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he just guessed. I think I'm going insane. I know what I explained in the RWBY perspective, but I do know damn well that Bruce knows how to investigate things. He doesn't just guess. Also, I just don't like how RWBY is not feeling great to be the leader again, like in Volume 9. Because this movie released a few days after Volume 9 ended. So seeing it here get repeated is just annoying. Damn, Silver, is there anything you actually like about this movie? Oh, well, yes, that being Kilgore. So, Kilgore transferred the Justice League to this virtual world where it's RWBY and all that stuff. And he was possessing the Flash this entire time.
I have done what they couldn't. I have trapped the Justice League.
And us! Your plan doesn't make any sense! What kind of lame villain are you?
RWBY, as you mentioned, he's a villain. I don't think he gives a shit if he kills you and Team RWBY or even any of the other RWBY characters at all. Or is it the fact that you think Salem is a good villain? Miss sit on my ass for volumes and volumes. Personally, I'm starting to feel like this doesn't really feel like a crossover movie at all. Because this crossover only really focuses on the RWBY elements than DC. Like, where's the kryptonite and all that such? If you're going to do a crossover movie, you should try your best to catch with both audiences. And not just, what if these characters were in that universe? If you're only doing that, then you're only compelling to one side of the fan base. In this movie's case, it's only the RWBY fan base because they introduce a lot of elements from that world only. Like, the Justice League could be regular RWBY characters, and that would have been maybe a little bit fine. Anyway, now that you heard of the RWBY perspective of this video, I will now continue to cut to Silent, who will cover the Justice League portion of this video. Quick little disclaimer though, he only saw a quarter of the movie, and I had to tell him what happened to the rest of the movie. Now to cut to the basement.
Why don't you die? Why? Just stop moving. Please move. Stop moving. Let's make this death painless. Oh, hi. My name is Silent. If you don't know me, I am actually helping Silver on this Justice League side of the portion of this video. I make review content for anime and manga. I also do some short-term videos here and there. And I'm here to talk about this awful movie. No, seriously, what the f*** is this movie? It's making me want to kill something. So, where do I even begin? I'm gonna say this. I tapped out after 40 minutes. And I will not, and you're gonna tell me, oh, you're not equipped for this. I have read so many Justice League comic books at this point, I'm starting to realize things are going from 0 to 100 real quickly. So, Superman. Come on, guys. It's not hard to write an overpowered character. Same with Barry. It's not hard to write an overpowered character. Yet, Barry looks like a twat, and Superman looks like one of those jocks you would see in the average manga. How do you do that? even good. I need. How? I mean, they're Cyborg. I'm sorry, my boy. They made you into an Overwatch character, dude. How? How did they do that? No, don't you move, movie. You're gonna get more stabbing later. Besides that, how? Vixen, she's the only character that looks right. But even then, how do you screw up the rest of the Batman, Bruce Wayne. They turn him into I want my powers here because I could be superhero. I could help people. Don't you help people in Gotham? Don't you? Or is Gotham not good enough for you? No, seriously, is Gotham not good enough for you? I don't know. I don't know. Wonder Woman. She's fine. Wonder Woman is fine. I actually kind of like her. That's about it. They wrote her into this boring character. Help me. Green Lantern. Jessica Cruz. An actual cool lantern. Made into a bitch. How? And you need the power ring. You can't use the power ring's powers simply by unlocking it like that. I know in the world they explain that they can unlock their powers, but that's not how a Green Lantern ring works. Oh my god. Flash, you're the fastest thing alive. How are you that slow? How do you get caught? By a simple blast. Dude, you're faster than lightning bolts. You're faster than a speeding bullet. How? I just don't know anymore. This movie's awful. Justice League isn't interpreted as these heroes of tomorrow, these overpowered individuals. Yes, I understand it's a movie and they need to downgrade them, but you don't have to downgrade them to the point where they have amnesia. How? The plot is awful. Justice League is written like they're a bunch of twats that don't know what's going on, even though most of them would figure out what's happening even with shaded memories. The League of Assassins rewrote Batman's memories 3 to 4 different times, and he managed to remember everyone. How? How do you write the Justice League as these teenagers that don't know what they're doing, and they're trying to figure out stuff, and yet they can't do it properly? Don't make fun of their names. Yeah, also the RWBY fanbase, do not make fun of their names. Do not acknowledge those jokes. That's Marvel levels writing. Just everyone in the Justice League is just awful. I feel bad for this writer who had to do this, because he made the comic books too. I just don't know what's happening anymore. Why was this made? Who made this? Who allowed this to happen? I need answers, okay? I'll just say that the Justice League, oh my god, they were written so horribly. They could do better than this. Come on, guys. You could make them overpowered and wouldn't be much of an ideal thing. You could find loopholes around it. And giving Batman powers sucks, because what makes him great is that he could fight gods and he's immortal, not that he has godly-like powers. Guys, and the Green Lantern, I feel bad for her. They basically butchered her thing. This is just... I'm gonna continue stabbing the film. I'll see you guys later, okay? Back to you, Silver.
Oh, don't worry, Silent. This video's gonna end soon. Be sure to subscribe to Silent too, as his reviews are pretty underrated, and he works pretty hard on them too. Now, I'm gonna go beat the crap out of the movie with him. See ya.